Hey, what's up, all my gamers?
Eggs.
Bacon.
Okay, but yeah, so today we have
Sausage.
an awesome gameplay. This is,
Another assorted breakfast.
I think this is Raid, and it's team deathmatch. I go 21-6. Not the best, not the worst. Okay, and I have two special guests with you. I told you I would bring Connor, also known as Tussoa Sauce, along with me, and then I would
Sandwich.
and then I would also
Sandwich.
have Troy. And so, you know, I told you I'd have a commentary with them. And today is Friday, so that means Weird News Friday. Here's some weird news, personalized edition. All weird, you know, happenings that has happened to each of us. Alright, now my first one, I'm going to go first, is I was sitting downstairs at the kitchen table waiting for dinner. And, you know, everybody's in the kitchen, my mom, my dad. You know, I'm sitting there and I got like something in my pocket. I think it was like my phone or something. I was just kind of screwing around with it. And you know, my hands are right where my junk is. So I'm kind of just screwing around. My mom looks at me in the weirdest way, and I can just tell it's going to be something weird she's going to say. And she says, "Austin, do you need like a bag of tissues or something? Because like,
Who buys a bag of tissues?
Apparently his mom buys a bag of tissues. I don't know.
She buys a bag of boxes of tissues. And so she's like, do you need a box of tissues?
That's not
or
what you said
something?"
earlier.
Shut up.
I'm gonna screw with you.
And she's like, so there's a room upstairs in the guest room. You know, you can go up there. You can be all by yourself. You can have a great time. I'm like, no, mom, stop. And then
The
she's like,
punchline
no,
is
no, no.
masturbation.
Masturbation.
The key to all the world's problems.
Austin,
Pleasure
Austin,
from yourself.
what kind of what would you use to catch a cat?
Cat bait.
You use cat bait, right?
Yeah.
What would you use to catch a dog?
Dog bait.
What would you use to catch an eye master?
I masturbate. In the shower.
Where would you?
Okay, so next person.
No, you don't hunt for eye masters in the shower. You hunt for them in the Great Plains of Texas.
So this time it's Connor. Go
I
ahead.
I actually have two stories, but they're both really short. My first one is I was walking through the hallways at school, and this random girl just comes up to me and tells me, after she grabs me by the shoulder, she goes, "You know, you have really gorgeous eyes." And I'm just thinking, like, what the?
Wait, did you even know this girl?
Oh no, I had no idea who she was, and it was weird, and I'm just not going to go any further because it still gives me nightmares and I sleep with one eye open. But my second story, which actually happened today, the day of this recording, it is still the day of this recording, right, time, Chair?
Yeah,
Is
it
it past
is.
midnight?
Yeah,
11:20.
Alright, good. So I'm not falsifying my question.
Is it 11?
But
No,
anyway.
I thought it was 1:20.
So anyway, yeah, it's pretty late. But anyway, so we walk downstairs, and this entire way, Austin is explaining to us how he masturbates in the shower. He's saying how it all goes down the drain, easy cleanup.
It's better than tissues.
Not many problems. Tissues are expensive. Water is infinite unless you live in Africa. Even though we still
Or
have to-
if you run out of water.
Oh yeah.
In-
Well, I mean, there is
in-
only
you know.
1% of clear water that we can drink on this earth.
It's actually
and
around
use.
3%, but you know, just carry it.
Oh no, there's 3, but 2%
3%
of it.
is clean, but only 1%.
Okay, we're rambling. Story.
Yeah.
Alright,
Okay.
so-
Okay. Sporadic thoughts. So basically,
Spraggle.
we didn't know that Austin's father was in the kitchen the entire time we walked downstairs. And I think you can probably infer what happened.
It was a couple awkward glances when we got downstairs.
No,
we
the
were
funniest
walking downstairs, middle of this conversation, and when we get around the corner, we just kind of notice a bit that his dad was listening to us talk about how awesome masturbates in the shower.
Yeah, so it was a couple awkward glances, but the thing that tipped it to where I knew he had heard it was the fact that when I walked downstairs, he's got his hands like down in fists and he's laughing. And I'm just like, oh my god, my dad just heard about how I masturbate in the shower. Now he's gonna like put a camera in the shower.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what all fathers. A good father would watch you masturbate. He would just
He's
make
gotta learn.
sure you were
No,
doing
see,
it.
that's the funny thing. It's just from the way I've been told from
Austin.
my mom, which this is also creepy.
Austin, you say he might put a camera up. You haven't seen what's in your attic yet. There's Austin's shower tapes October through November.
All right, Troy, it's your turn.
Well, I have a story that didn't necessarily happen to me, but it was a story I heard from a friend. Well, I didn't know what happened at the time it happened, but I heard about it later. All right. So I am in the chorus at my school. Shut the fuck up. But it's it's cool. All the cool kids do it. No, but I enjoy it. And there's a kid who, you know, he does the good kid act really well. He seems like a good kid to the teachers, and from the outside he does. But once you get to know him, you know he's addicted to drugs. He drinks. He smokes. You know, all that stuff. But so we're in this concert, and while we're singing, there's a song that we have called Officer Krupke from West Side Story. May have heard it or seen the movie, but we were singing this, and there was a part where he yelled, we yelled, "I am sick," because, you know, we're supposed to seem like delinquents, but we're trying to prove that we're not delinquents, we're just sick. And what they do is they jump off stage and run around. You know, they run around in the audience to, you know, make them seem like they're crazy. What happens is after we all go, there's another choir, the women's ensemble, you know, just the ladies. They go on to take their turn, and we all sit down in the front rows of the auditorium. And when we walked by, I guess when he jumped off the stage to go run around the audience, he dropped a bag that had a couple of pills of Vicodin. And what happened is, let me just say, we sang a lot after the Officer Krupke. So it was a good 30-45 minutes after he dropped it that it was sitting on the floor in a room full of all these kids' parents. Luckily, nobody noticed it, but he lucked out that day because he's been caught before, and he luckily got off with a warning, but I don't think it would have been that lenient with him this time. So that's my awkward / strange / weird
Yeah,
news.
our high school is pretty messed up in that way.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of druggies. And there's drug dealers, too, and I know a couple of them personally.
Yeah.
Way to admit that.
You know, whatever. So, guys, this has been just another Weird News Friday. You know, I'm hoping to keep these two going.
Breakfast sandwich.
Keep them in my videos.
Conquisto burrito.
Breakfast burrito.
I'm going to keep it good. See y'all later. Peace out, my gamers.